Yeah, you know what? It got sent to me by Dykes right before he left. He was working on the book until about 11:30, and he said, "Hey, man, I got this clip Jones sent to me. You're going to want to check it out. It's about the eugenics program in the Obama administration." So I'm like, "Thank you," and we'll play it. So I was seeing it for the first time too.
Just some random dude, or like what?
No, definitely not some random dude. What's the headline on that, Hoosh? Can you tell me? What do we got? It's in front of some panel. So it's called Obama Depopulation Policy Exposed, Red Alert, and it's a historian that's sitting there. There's a story over at Infowars.com right now. Obama Depopulation Policy Exposed.
All right, I got you. I didn't check the site today.
Yeah. Go
right,
check
man.
it out.
Well,
It's brand new.
I don't really need to ask you how you're doing because Michael Jackson died today, so you can't be doing. Yesterday, you can't be doing too good, I don't know if you heard, though. I don't know if you heard, man.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just getting a Jack in the Box smoothie, and the girl's talking to me about it like I give a damn.
I called in yesterday, and he said that right after I called. I called him from Vegas.
Oh, that's right. Go ahead.
One thing before I was going to say something from Vegas was that dude who called in who was like 15. He's saying what he can do. Well, honestly, the best answer to anyone who says that, in my opinion, is educate yourself as much as you can about basically the bankers and how they, the whole depopulating agenda and all the poisons that are in our food and our water and all this stuff. Because you can't possibly know all this stuff, like about what's harming our health.
I don't know it all. I'm constantly learning. Listen, I tell people to get a beat on the information. In other words, listen, first of all, you have to inform yourself. Then you have to kind of talk yourself through it. In other words, what are the main points that I need to tell to people? And then, like I said, by the person you're talking to, you have to feel them out and see what information is going to be most effective. It's like a chess game.
It's like poker, too. You got to adjust to every situation. Like,
that's right.
The Christian thing worked for you. Like, listen, man. Honestly, dude, the religious thing for me doesn't cut it with my fellow Jews back home in New Jersey. You know what I mean? Because, you tell them even little things like God says you shouldn't do harm to your body, and there's all these poisons in your food, and someone's telling you about it, and you're not listening. You're not, God's not going to be too happy with you. If hell exists, you're probably going there, right? And the answer, yup. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, dude, you could incline and sink these guys, but still they don't wake up. It's like, oh, I don't believe that, and
hey,
you know what I mean?
You always listen. You always try to relate to something close to someone else's heart, and then bring them in from there, man.
Definitely.
That's how to do it.
So bottom line is educate yourself to the max, and then the next thing is really understanding you can't care what these people think. When you're going to talk and you're going to just unleash all these insane facts that are just made to just rip someone's life just upside down. That's what it does to people who are like, I've woken up people who love Bush and all this stuff, and then I educate them about the fact that Bush's grandfather was, Mr. Beautiful Nazi of the U.S. with, trading with the Enemies Act. And then once you open up people's eyes like this, but, it's really... It's
going to be making an invisible empire, my man. I'm going to really just show... I'm going to show not only the relation between the Bush family and Hitler, but this current administration and their tactics and the Nazi regime as well, and how they're almost hand in hand. And I'm going to be getting into Hitler's diaries, where he wrote his second chapter in his diary were called The New World Order. And one of the quotes he says is amazing. When he's trying to justify his eugenics programs, he says that even the bees are smart enough to kill off their drones when they are no longer of use to the hive. And that is the elite mentality. We had that woman earlier, are they insane? No, that's how they believe. They still believe in these eugenics programs, and they think they're the top of the food chain.
That's insane. How about poisoning populations, like just dumbing them down? That's not insane either. That's what normal people do, I think.
Yeah, fluoride in the water and mercury in the vaccines. Yeah, exactly.
Just the vaccines, right? Not in our water, or our fillings, our food. Come on.
I'm with
everywhere.
You, Charles. I got to jump, brother. I got to jump.
All right, go ahead. Tell you that quick thing. All right, it's a funny story. All right, so at the World Series of Poker, the winner who wins the gold bracelet, they award them the gold bracelet the next day after they win it. And what they do is everyone's in the poker room at the table. So what do? They play the national anthem song, the music without the words, and everyone stands up and puts their hand on their chest and salutes. So I just can't see this happen. So every time it happens, I sing at the end. I sing "In the land of the coward and the home of the slave." And so this time, this old dude that was on the table next to me came over to me and tapped me on the shoulder. He was like, "Dude," he's like, "if I see you like some 70-year-old, you know what I mean? I was like speechless. He's like, if I see you outside, I'll knock the S word out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, I was like, dude, not dude, this guy's like 80. I'm like, sir, do you enjoy being a slave? Like, you know, I was speechless at first.
No, he's fighting for America, sir. He still thinks Al-Qaeda's running the show when we're under attack and everything's good, and he loves America. He's as brainwashed as they come, and unfortunately, just people are not in the know. I thank you for the call, Charles. Yep. We're going to go to Eric, Lenny, and Joseph in the final segment. Folks, it's been so fun for me being able to do this show 5 nights a week. I've literally took off 2 nights, folks. 2 nights I've been gone. And I've been here doing this now for over 5 months. We're going to take a show hiatus. I'm going to be working on Invisible Empire full time. I'm not only trying to make my deadline, I'm trying to make the best movie possible. I'm trying to make my masterpiece, my coup de grace. I'm really trying to make something that, again, is going to reach out to millions and millions of people and shatter the false left-right paradigm, shatter the idea that the quote-unquote New World Order is a conspiracy theory, because it's not a conspiracy theory. It sure is a conspiracy, though, because they're working towards it. They're working towards globalism. They're working towards internationalism. They're working towards these unions like the European Union, again, something Hitler was literally writing about. His goal was to make a European Union. It's weird how that coincides with the Bilderberg Group and the UN, really the U.S. agenda. And they're trying to build a North American Union and a Eurasian Union right now. And they do want a quote-unquote New World Order. I mean, I've got Nixon back in the 70s talking about it in a speech to China. So this is a long time coming, and we're coming to the cusp of it right now. Final segment of the Infowarrior on the other side.